Hello, this video explains how to answer question 6 of this Edexcel A Level Maths Mechanics paper, and the video will end with what the mark scheme says on the subject. This question involves topics from Year 2 Mechanics Chapter 4 Moments and Year 2 Mechanics Chapter 5 Forces and Friction. Before we start this question, let's label up the diagram a bit more. It's a uniform rod, so its mass will act in the middle. So we'll label on mg, which is its weight, a force equaling mass times gravity. As the length is 2a, we can label on 0.5a here and here. If the rod rests on a rough plane, that means friction will be trying to stop it sliding to the left. F equals mu r. There is a normal reaction exerted by the rod resting on the ground. This acts perpendicular to the ground. Shall we call that Rf? So friction equals mu Rf in this example. There is also a normal reaction exerted by the rod resting on the peg. We'll label that Rp. So that's the force diagram labelled up. Next, we need to resolve the forces that aren't perpendicular to the rod. Rf becomes Rf cos theta, and mg becomes mg cos theta. See my video on resolving if you need help with that. So we're nearly at the stage to start part A. We just need to find sine theta and cos theta from what we're given, which is tan theta equals 4/3. If we draw a little right angle triangle, tan equals opposite over adjacent, so we can label the 4 and the 3 side on this right angle triangle relative to theta, and then we can use Pythagoras' theorem to find the last side, and then we can see that sine theta equals 4/5 opposite over hypotenuse, and cos theta equals 3/5 adjacent over hypotenuse. So I think we've done all of the groundwork. Now ready to begin the question. The question is calling Rp S. So to find an equation involving S, or what we'd been calling Rp, we can take moments about A. So clockwise moments, then anti-clockwise moments. As the system isn't moving, these equal each other. When we work this through, we show what's required. 2/5 mg equals S. S being what we were calling Rp. We find out that the rod is in limiting equilibrium, which means it's at the point of moving but hasn't started to move. So the frictional force between the rod and the ground is at its maximum limiting value, and this is given by F equals mu r. You can rearrange it to make mu the subject, and now we need to find the frictional force for the numerator of this fraction, and we need to find the normal reaction, which is the denominator of this fraction. As the rod's not moving, friction, which acts to the right, equals all the forces acting to the left. This is one of the components of S, which we started off calling Rp. So let's label that on the diagram. Let's resolve S. So S is now resolved and marked on in pink. So the forces acting to the left we can see are S sine theta. We got to the bottom of what S was in part A, so we can substitute that in, and we also got to the bottom of what sine theta was earlier on in the question. So let's put those two things in there. S is 2/5 mg for part A, and sine theta is 4/5. So simplifying, we find out that the frictional force is 8/25 mg. Similarly, R, the normal reaction that we're looking for to put in the denominator to find mu, that equals all of the forces downwards. So this is a combination of mg, which is acting downwards, and the other component of S, which is S cos theta. S cos theta acts upwards, so we need to take it away from mg, which acts downwards. RF equals mg minus S cos theta. So substituting in S from part A and cos the value for cos theta, we can simplify it to 19/25 mg. We now can substitute in these calculated values into our equation mu equals F/RF. And if we then simplify, we find out that mu is 8/19. So here's what the mark scheme says on the subject, and I hope this has helped you with this question.